Hey Yogi, I'm Amber from the Desert Daydreamer. Welcome to today's yoga class. This class is going to be great for all levels, so whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced yogi, just come as you are and let's flow together. With that being said, go ahead and roll out your mat, grab some water, and any props that you might want to use during your practice. They're not necessary, but sometimes they're just nice to have on hand just in case. I'll meet you back here in just a moment. All right, my friend, we're gonna begin at the back of the mat in a child's pose. So go ahead and open the knees as wide as is comfortable. Bring the toes together. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Sit the hips back and bring the forehead all the way down. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Exhale out. If you've taken a few of my classes, you might know that I really love to start a lot of my flows in child's pose because it's just such a nice hip opener. It feels great on the low back and the shoulders, and it's such a wonderful way to feel connected and grounded. A few more breaths here. And I'd like to go ahead and introduce a mantra for this practice. So on your inhale, repeat to yourself in your mind, practice, exhale, and all is coming. Inhale, practice, exhale, and all is coming. Sometimes we feel like we need to be more flexible than we are or stronger than what we are. But you are exactly where you need to be. And you are here on your mat right now, taking the steps to end up wherever you're supposed to be. And that is enough. And that's something to be proud of. Inhale, practice. Exhale, and all is coming. Beautiful job. Let's walk our hands in towards our body. Bring the knees together so you're now in a seated position on your knees, and then drop the head, tucking the chin into the chest, rolling the head over to the right or the left, whichever direction feels right for you. Big, slow head roll. And once your chin comes back to the center, then go ahead and take one in the other direction. Beautiful job. Lift the head, and then let's meet in a tabletop position on your hands and knees with your shoulders right over your wrists, hips right over your knees. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, maybe looking up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Two more just like that. Inhale, arch, spread your collarbones. Exhale, round. Push the mat away from you. One more, following your own breath. And then let's meet back in that tabletop position. Tuck your toes and begin to lift your hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. Now this stance coming straight from a tabletop is too narrow for most people. So if you're feeling that, then just walk your hands forward an inch or two. And you can go ahead and begin to walk out your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Spread your fingers nice and wide, shoulders away from your ears, and your gaze is back towards your thighs. Keep pedaling out those feet for one more breath. And then let's find stillness here, rooting both heels towards the mat. Don't worry if they don't touch. Inhale, come high to your tippy toes, and exhale, round forward one vertebrae at a time into your plank position. Bend the knees and take it back into your downward facing dog. And we're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, come up to your tippy toes and round forward. Exhale, bend the knees, arch the back, lift the hips. One more time, warming up the spine, warming up the whole body. Beautiful job. Coming back into that downward facing dog. This time, inhale, come up to your tippy toes. Exhale, allow both heels to fall over to the right side of the mat. So we're taking a little twist here, trying your best to keep your shoulders square. Inhale, come back to center, up to the tippy toes. Exhale, other side. So heels are falling to the left. Inhale, come on back. Up to the tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, and walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Once you're there, make sure your feet are about hips distance. Shift your weight slightly forward so it's in the balls of your feet and your toes, and grab onto your elbows, taking a ragdoll. You can generously bend the knees here, swaying side to side. Allow your head and neck to hang heavy. Allow your arms to hang heavy. Release the hands, and let's inhale all the way up to standing, rolling up nice and slow. And then reach the hands up. Inhale. Exhale, hook your thumbs so your palms are facing forward. Take another inhale, lift up, lengthen up, and then exhale, lean over to the right. Feeling a beautiful side stretch all the way down the left side of the body. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale, leaning over to the left now. Inhale back to center. We're gonna do that 2 more times, but I want you to go at your own pace. So if there's one side that you wanna hang out in a little bit longer, go ahead and do that. If you wanna move a little quicker, flowing through this movement a little faster, that's fine too. Beautiful. Your next inhale brings you back to center. Unhook the thumbs. Exhale, take a forward fold. Folding from your hips, you can reach for the back of the thighs. Maybe you can slide your hands a little bit further down to your calves. Or if you'd like, you can also bend your knees, again, shifting the weight forward slightly. Bend your knees. You can bring your hands to your ankles or maybe to your mat. And if you're here with your knees bent, then you want to think of lengthening your spine with each inhale, and with each exhale, lifting your sit bones to the ceiling. Couple breaths here. Beautiful job. Inhale, place your hands on your shins, lift up halfway, coming to a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Bring the right knee down, untuck the toes, and inhale, lift the upper body up into your low lunge. Bring your hands to prayer right at your heart. Inhale, push in through the front foot and lift your hips up and back just a little bit. Exhale, sink them forward, making sure that that front knee does not go over the ankle. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, sink forward. Inhale, lift one more time. Exhale, allow the hips to come forward and slightly down towards the mat. The core is engaged here. Shoulders are relaxed down and back. Think of hugging the inner thighs together. Wonderful stretch for the hip flexor. One more breath here. And on your exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, tuck your back toes, and lift the back knee off the mat. Take a moment here, find your balance, and then when you're ready, let's lift up and reach up into our high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, step the left foot back into plank. Make sure your shoulders are right over your wrists and your heels are right over the balls of your feet. Inhale, push the mat away from you. Exhale, shift forward. If you'd like to come down to your knees, do it right here. And then lower halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana, just halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Push into the tops of your feet to lift your thighs. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful job, you guys. Take a moment here. Find your breath. And then again, let's look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, and walk the feet up to meet the hands. Again, keeping the feet hips distance. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, whatever version you're comfortable with. Couple breaths here. Again, bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands down. This time, step the left foot back. Great job. Left knee comes down. You can untuck those toes. And then when you're ready, let's inhale up into our low lunge, hands coming back into prayer position. Inhale, lift the hips a little bit. Exhale, hips come forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Beautiful job working with your breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. And if you'd like to challenge your balance, you could even try to close your eyes here. Just enjoying this posture. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Tuck your toes, your back toes, and lift the back knee off the mat. On your next inhale, let's lift up and reach up into our high lunge position. Holding here for just a breath. You've got it. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, bring the hands down and step the front foot back to come into a plank. Inhale, push the mat away from you. Exhale, take it through your flow. Shifting forward, take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, slide through and forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Taking just a breath here. And now we're going to begin to actually walk our hands back towards our feet. So we're going to come up to standing. Go ahead and bend your knees if you need to. And then once you're there, slowly roll up all the way up to standing. Great job. Place your hands on your hips and then take a big step with the right foot to the top of the mat. Once you're there, you're going to turn so you're facing the side of your mat. Pigeon toe your toes in, heels slightly out. Inhale, lift up through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold from your hips, wide-legged forward fold. Now you can come down halfway and stay right here if that's more than enough. Otherwise, you can begin to slide your hands down your legs, maybe bringing your hands all the way to the floor. pressing into the pinky toe edges of your feet. And if you'd like, then maybe walk your hands to your left foot, holding onto your left calf or ankle. Again, making sure you're keeping the spine nice and long. And if you're here with me, then go ahead and walk your hands back through center to the other side. Come on back to center. One more breath here. And then wherever you're at, bring your hands back to your hips and come on up to standing. Good. Now let's turn the right toes so that they're facing the top of the mat, and then just step your left foot up to meet the right. Feet can be hips distance. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, folding from your hips. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back into your plank position and take it through your flow. And we'll meet in a downward facing dog. One more breath here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out. Go ahead and come down onto your knees, making sure that they're right over your hips, and then reach your hands to the top of your mat. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Reach your hands to the top of the mat and let your chest come down. Forehead comes down to the mat, coming into your puppy pose. If you'd like to move even deeper into this pose, then go ahead and look up to the top of your mat. Beautiful. Let's walk our hands in, coming up nice and slow. Cross your legs behind you and go ahead and just sit on back and make your way to the middle of your mat. Once you're there, go ahead and hollow out your belly and slowly begin to round down. Extending the legs out. And then bring the right knee into your chest. Hug it in. Maybe add a little rock side to side. Extending the right arm out to the right. And with your left hand, go ahead and guide that right leg all the way over to the left. Scooping your left hip under you. And if you'd like, you can extend the left arm, or you can keep pressing down very, very gently on your right knee. Don't worry if your knee doesn't touch the ground, but you do want to make sure that you're keeping that right shoulder grounded. And you can gaze straight up to the sky or the ceiling, or you can look over to your right hand. Beautiful job. Let's come back up slowly, mindfully, and just switch legs. So extend the right leg out, hug the left knee in, maybe adding that gentle rock if it feels good. And then extend the left hand out to the side and slowly guide the left knee over to the right, making sure that you're scooping that right hip underneath you. Left shoulder is grounded, and if you'd like, you can gaze over to your left hand. It's normal to maybe hear your spine crack a little bit in this pose. If it does, don't worry about it. As long as it's not accompanied by any pain, you are good to go. Just try to relax and enjoy. Coming back to center. And extending both legs out. And bringing your arms down by your side, palms facing up. Taking our final asana, our shavasana. Closing your eyes. Allowing your body to feel heavy on your mat. And try to be gentle in your face here. Relaxing the space in between your eyebrows. Releasing your jaw. Allow your fingers and toes to completely relax. Your feet falling out to the sides of your mat. Inhale, practice. Exhale, and all is coming. Inhale, practice. Exhale, and all is coming. One of the beautiful things about life is learning to trust the process and to embrace the unknown. Inhale, practice. Exhale, and all is coming. You can go ahead and begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Inviting some movement back into your body. And then when you're ready, walk your feet in towards your booty. And roll over to the right or the left. And push yourself up into a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed. And let's just end this class with a few deep breaths together. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. And I'd like you to take just a moment here to thank yourself for your practice, for your beautiful body, and for taking time to do something that's so wonderful for your mental health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health, and your physical health. You did such a beautiful job today. It's been my honor to guide you. Namaste.